Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? I see Lizzie Babs and Rao Kangren. Happy to see you. Before we get started, little hold on. I want to show this off. Someone got me so bad, and it was so good I had to share it. Let me see if I can. Okay. Let me say, I know I'm pale, okay? But, Nisilvare 57, come on, man. Like, I've thought about doing a live machinima for this. Do you know how much pre-production goes into this? Way more than anyone deserves. Also, I think this is just funny, by the way. I'm not really calling out this person. But I saw this, I thought it was hilarious. I had to share it with you guys. Oh, I mean, I think enough people have played Skyrim to know what a Draugr is. And even if you haven't, Draugr are mythological, like zombie-like beings in multiple folklore, I believe. So, I have a... Maybe I'll show a picture of it, but I finally got the teleprompter working. As in, I'm literally using my smartphone and a little device that has a mirror. So when I read the script, I will be looking directly. See, like, this is right where the script is. I'll be looking right at the camera, like a real news person. So how about that? Hey, Blade. Yeah, exactly, Lizzie Babs. I'm pretty sure it's from Norse mythology. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's also where Skyrim got their inspiration for that. So let's see. All the Discord messages are sent out. I have my Turtle Wow mug. You know what? I'm going to do the thing with the camera, because a lot of times the camera likes doing its own thing, and I'm going to stop it now before it does its own thing. And then we should be ready to record. Configure video, camera control. But it remembered it? This is the first time it remembered any of my settings. That's amazing. All right, let's go. Yeah, I know. I know the comment's savage. But it's like, okay, so I've always wanted to do live news, right? Even my earliest videos, I always put the little live tag, but it wasn't really live. And I'm going to be real. I cannot read a script and do animations like all at the same time. I'm already at my limit just having a teleprompter. So that should let you know where I'm at. All right. So if you see me reach for the camera, by the way, that's me stopping or starting where the script is. Is my sound okay? I think my sound's okay. It looks like I'm coming through all right. Let me get rid of this. Hello. Yeah. Sorry. Rao Kangren, I do look at Twitch chat. It's just there's usually less people there. I'm doing fine, thank you. I had a couple last-minute... I had a last-minute retraction of a story, and I had a last-minute addition of a story, as well as Cenarius getting back to me when I was asleep last night on my questions about the changelog for Unreal Azeroth, so I couldn't do those slides in advance. Oh well, it is what it is. But all right, I think we're about ready to record here. Can I go down just a tiny bit? That's as low as I go. Yeah, I know, Blade. Me too. Me too, friend. Me too. I want it to be working. All right. So I will start this recording, start that recording. Got to get my mark. 3, 2, 1, and mark. should be good. Am I on the right one? I am. Okay, we're gonna see how this goes. If this teleprompter, I did test it out a little bit before stream. If it still doesn't end up working out for me, I might have to go back to my old method. But my eye scan lines are gonna be all over the place, so it's not gonna look as good. But you know, as always, between segments you can ask questions and I can answer a couple things. But I'm gonna try to power through and get done as much recording as possible. Well, Murok with the cue cards wouldn't help because I have like a wall of computer stuff, Blade. It would be nice. She works till later though, so I have the early afternoon and early evening. Sorry, late afternoon and early evening to play all by myself, which is when I do all my video stuff. So, okay, let's see. Am I ready for this? Probably not, but get some more water. Here's the mic. Speaking to the mic. Speaking to the mic. Teeth, toes, tooth in the lips. Teeth, toes, tooth in the lips. All right. I don't want to do this with my left hand. Crap. Hold on. I think that should still be okay. I literally couldn't press the start button. Welcome to the weekly live broadcast of Turtle WoW News with Vrograg. I'm your news anchor orc, Vrograg Fishlayer, here to bring you all the top server news for the week of March 11th, 2025. I'm the orc, and here's the news. Top server news this week: server instability plagued the Turtle network following the March 4th changelog. It kicked off when normal maintenance downtime of about 15 to 20 minutes was extended out to nearly 2 hours on Tuesday of last week. Then, after less than 1 hour of uptime, crashes started happening on the servers. The team valiantly tried to keep things going through Tuesday, with many back and forths of being up and down. 5 full hours after the initial scheduled maintenance downtime, Torta made an announcement that the March 4th update would need to be reverted. During this period of time, there was stability once more, but less than a day later, more instability cropped back up on the evening of the 5th. There were several crashes for Telebim and Nordinar, even requiring more developer intervention, lasting roughly 12 hours when a final fix was pushed to the server. It would seem that this final fix used select parts of the original changelog from March 4th, but not in its entirety. For instance, on Nordinar, as of the time of the writing of this script yesterday, the Horde has access to a hairstylist and Sparkwater port, but not hair dye NPC, while Alliance has a hair dyer and no hairstylist. Word from the team is that the changes that were not integrated from the March 4th changelog should be in for this week's changes if they are not already in. As always, if you're playing hardcore on Turtle, always be careful around server reset time, because there is nothing worse than losing a character to server instability. Hopefully we'll have more stability in the future and a full suite of hairstyling options for both factions. In other top news, this week there was an invasion in Stormwind. On the 7th, news correspondent Sinmaral reported a massive spike in feline activity in the Stormwind Trade District as dozens, perhaps hundreds of cats occupied the town square. Here's the shocking footage of the event going down. People in a 1 mile square radius with cat allergies were reporting discomfort, and all the while the Stormwind Town Guard seemed unable to stop the flow of cats. Does this mean that the Crown needs to earmark more gold for animal control? Or is there a more sinister force at work, just testing the boundaries of what fey magic might be permitted? Until we know more, citizens are advised to leave bowls of milk outside their homes to avoid the wrath of any new packs of cat. And if you hear meowing, do not go outside without a cat treat in hand. Thank you again to Cinmeral for this story. Looking to future content, the community is still without any date for Karazhan 40, but they were treated to a new announcement from Turtle's head of PR, Akalix. This post made on the 6th outlines the state of the Upper Tower of Karazhan patch as nearing the end of its QA phase. Included with the announcement was some new bits of information. There's work being done for more reliable logging system for raiders known as shell stats, and Class Changes 2 is still slated to receive some more upcoming minor tweaks to the current state of classes. And finally, the announcement informed players that the release date for Kara 40 will be out in the next few weeks. So who knows, maybe soon, Kara 40 when segment might finally be over here on the news. One final note for Turtle players. Keep in mind that there is a... dang it. I messed that one up. I didn't mess it up in the way you guys might think. No. I just didn't have the slide ready. I'll have to take it back from there. Okay. This was the one of the last minute addition slides. I was doing so good. I almost made it all the way through. I could read good, I just didn't have the slide ready in time. Okay. No, not that one. We want that. One final note for Turtle players. Keep in mind, this is an international server, and in their infinite wisdoms, the various government agencies decided not only to have daylight savings time, but also have different regions of the world change time at different parts of the year. Much of North America already sprung ahead this last weekend, while much of Europe that recognizes it won't be changing their clocks until the 30th of March. Keep this in mind when coordinating events. That is all the time we have for top news this week. Next up, we have Market Watch. This is where I normally make a cut anyway. Go up a little bit. Okay, I can get rid of this one. I had no idea that Oh, you're in the changelog. That's why that happened. Okay, I understand now. All right, Market Watch is next. There's a lot of slides in this one, but I'm pretty sure I have the slides here done correctly, so. Welcome to Market Watch for this week. I'm your market analyst, Vrograg Fishlayer. All our data is gathered from numbers provided by WoWauctions.net, the #1 industry leader in auction house reports. I throw it all together to make indexes of various market sectors, as well as the S&V 200, an index of the 200 biggest and most influential commodities in the economy. So let's go over to the markets. Over on Telebim, the Alliance S&V 200 rocketed up in value on the 5th by more than a gold and held steady, closing at 5 gold 48, up 27%. Meanwhile, the Horde Index remained comparatively calm, down 6% to 4 gold 5 silver. This is a big swing for the warring factions' respective auction houses, with the Alliance now claiming the #1 spot. Over the last month, we've watched the two markets swap the leader role. The Horde was riding high, but has been steadily trending down, while the Alliance clawed out of a sub-4 gold valuation to now be more than a gold ahead of where it was a month ago. With the two markets being so dynamic, it is hard to discern what is the cause for this shift, but we'll continue to track this trend for more patterns in the future. While watching for market disparities, I noticed a stark difference between the Alliance Enchanting market and the Horde Enchanting market. The Alliance Enchanting market experiences much less volatility than the Horde market, but has much higher highs and lower lows. Looking into the numbers is an interesting story of relative market scarcity and localized pricing for each faction. Illusion Dust, Nether Essence, Eternal Essence, and Large Brilliant Shards are all notably more expensive on the Alliance side, which is enough to push its index into a higher valuation. Despite Horde having slightly higher Nexus Crystal, Large and Small Radiant Shard costs. Remember, on Telebim it is always valuable to do comparison shopping. You never know where you might find discounts. Over on Nordinar, the market gained 5% value closing the week at 7 gold 42. Despite extended outages early in the week, the RP PvE server market showed strengthening resolve. This is a nice change from much of the winter where the Nordinar SNV 200 seems stagnant or depressed at times, and trend lines do indicate that there may be more lowering of the index in the future. Though what future the release of Kara 40 might bring is anyone's guess. Nordinar miners saw a big spike in prices this week. The index climbed 40%. Many items involved in the mining market are what you might consider penny stocks, like true silver, steel, thorium, and copper. It seems like the singular item responsible for the big index shift was large obsidian shards, jumping from 8 gold to over 12 this week alone. Oddly, a much more cheap commodity had a similar jump in price in gold bars, which likewise had a jump from about 18 silver to just over 35. That is about a doubling of its price. For miners looking to make a mint, be sure to check out niche markets if you're hoping to get the most for each of your pickaxe swings. One final note about Nordinar, for those of you wondering when the herbalism market might finally find its floor, since it's been on a steady decline from all the way back in April of 2024, when an economy update changed the way herbs are gathered. Well, it's been a few months now, and the market has remained relatively flat after nearly a year of roughly losing 50% of its value. This will act as a nice new baseline to project future herb prices, especially with bubbling new speculation about what players will want for Karazhan 40. Seems that the age of herbalist supremacy is over. Now, who will take the crown next? Before we wrap up Market Watch, we'll take a look at how shell coins have been doing on the two servers. Nordinar shell coin remained flat, trading at 23 gold 99, and in the last 30 days is only down 1%. Telebim shell coin gained 10 silver this week, closing at 10 gold 48, and on the month is up 3%. I'll always advise against buying into the shell game of shell coin, but I suppose nothing risked is nothing gained. That is all we have for Market Watch this week. I hope you found some of the information here useful. Make sure to use wowauctions.net for all of your own market research. Remember to keep an eye on your coin, otherwise someone else will for you. Now, let's go check out the community bulletin. One take Jake on that one. Let's go. I had a couple hiccups, but stop it, Jared. Don't give people bad advice. All right, so this one can go. Nope, that's changelog. I want the community bulletin. There it is. Okay. Okay. Welcome to this week's Community Bulletin, a posting and celebration of player-made events and going-ons in your Turtle community. Let's see what the players have been up to this week. News came in from the speedrunning community this week, as it seems that Mortality's stranglehold on the records for all 4 40-man raids was finally upset by their old rival, Hard Knock Society. On the 7th, Hard Knocks set a new bar with a 1 hour and 5 minute run of Naxxramas, a healthy 5 minutes ahead of Mortality. Not just that, but it seems that Doom Turtles has woken up again, setting a new best time on the 6th. Although the Naxxramas record was broken, Mortality did find time to shave off another 30 seconds off of their AQ40 time on the 7th, breaking the 32-minute mark with 31 minutes and 52 seconds. The speedrunning community will need to be at its best since so many want the prize title for being the first to clear Karazhan 40, and no doubt we'll continue to see many teams honing their strategies to remain sharp for the new raid drop. Best wishes to them, and thanks as always to Vita for maintaining the speedrun archive for the community. Over in the roleplay world, there are many exciting events coming up for people to enjoy. On the 13th, the Ironwill clan is inviting dwarfs and their allies interested in helping out with some simple delivery of packages around Ironforge. Meetup is at Brooks Corner at 9 p.m. server time. Do your part to make Ironforge as orderly as it is great. The Second Gurubashi Empire is christening the victory over Zul'Gurub on the 26th with a fighting tournament for interested aspiring trolls. So make sure to pray to whichever Loa you hold dear and have some coin ready for registration. Expect a true spectacle of troll ferocity as well as groups for chatting and trade. Arrive at Gurubashi Arena at 4 p.m. server time to watch, and if you're interested in registering for the fight, reach out to Morrigan in-game. And finally, in our bulletin, the 15th will be a special event hosted by the Wrath of the Forsaken organization. Representatives from the Forsaken-led organization made note that their kind are all too often seen as odd one out in the horde, but hope to share in their emerging culture with the celebration. There will be food and drinks available, many activities, and a celebration of chasing the winter weather away with the arrival of spring. Horde friends are welcome to join the festivities, and all profits made from the event will be getting donated to help the Wrath of the Forsaken Guild get their guild housing charter. So bring a little extra coin if you're feeling generous. Hope to see you there. As always, keep an eye out on the event channel to keep on top of any fun and exciting new events happening in your community, like how the Nightsong Sentinels this last week spent time handing out alms to high elves suffering from mana addiction. You never know what might be going on around you. It's always the best way to stay in tune with the best part of Turtle WoW, its community. That's all we have for this week's Community Bulletin. Now let's see what's going on with the changelogs. Another one-take Jake. I can't be stopped. I can't be stopped. Hi, Tawny. Wait, is it actually Tawny? Tawny! I'm so used to seeing Koyu use your character. I miss you, Tawny. I hope you're doing well, friend. Sorry, I will be able to chat a little bit more. I have one more segment to do, and then we're golden. We could talk. I could show everyone off the Vrograg comment again. Hold on, wait. I got it. Oh, this? Oh, I don't know. All right, let me get my teleprompter set. All right, clicked over here. We have 2 changelogs to examine this week, one for the development on Turtle 2.0 and Unreal Azeroth, and then we'll switch over to the normal weekly live server changelog for the week. First, let's see how Unreal Azeroth is coming along with this week's changelog roundup. This week in Unreal Azeroth changelog, I messed up the slides. What was the previous slide? Cut. I was so sure I had the slides right. No, a little more. Why is this? Oh, this is the end slide. Okay, I know what happened. Okay, yeah. Might be. We go again. We have 2 changelogs to examine this week, one for the development on Turtle 2.0 and Unreal Azeroth, and then we'll switch over to the normal weekly live server changelog for the week. Let's see how Unreal Azeroth is coming along with this week's changelog roundup. This week's Unreal Azeroth changelog is on the smaller side, though development does seem to be continuing. We can see that there are more efforts being made to integrate cooldown support, like much of what we spoke about last week, but now it's being done for items and pets. I also learned that this particular effort is proving to be trickier than first imagined. Vanilla WoW has many exceptions and oddball cases with items and pets. Best of luck to the team with that one. It looks like what the UA team calls soundification is in the changelog as well. Death Thud is just the client name for the sound a creature plays when it is downed, in case that wasn't clear. One interesting thing to note here, however, is the mention of MCSE no longer being needed, to the chagrin of the developers. MCSE stands for Microsoft Engineer Certification, and Stenarius claims that the sad thing occurred is that the development time was spent to get this certification only to find out that it won't be required for the project. My condolences for having to deal with Microsoft more than absolutely necessary. And finally, to round out the modest changelog, it looks like the Unreal Azeroth team is taking a crack at some of the visuals for Blackrock Spire and Blackwing Lair for their modern mode. I did ask if there are going to be any new assets, like in the pictures of Moradon we saw last week. This area, when you think about it, is pretty massive, including multiple dungeons and a sizable raid. Such visual revamps seem to not be in the cards, as the UA team doesn't have the resources to faithfully reimagine such a large area, so for now they are keeping it more simple and less custom. Alright, that's all for this week's check-in with the Unreal Azeroth team. Now let's check out the changes coming to the live server. We'll be covering the changelog from March 4th, which had 25 separate changes, ranging from class adjustments and fixes to some other bugs. Do note that some of these changes might not be in the game in light of some technical issues that were involved early last week, but team sources say most of them, if not all of them, should be in the game by this week. So let's check them out. Hairstylists and hair dye vendors are back in the game. However, due to a tragic shampoo accident, the arrival of hair experts may be delayed for some time. As the writing of this script, Northernar Alliance side has their resident hair dye vendor available, and Horde can find their stylist in Sparkwater Port. However, some NPCs still remain missing on both Telebim and Northernar, but the ones I was able to track down revealed to me how they'll operate. It looks like getting a new hairstyle will cost 3 fashion tokens, while hair dye will just cost some gold. So if you're waiting, maybe take this chance to stock up so you can get the look you've been waiting for when they're finally in the game. Good news came to the infamous warlocks of Azeroth this week when they learned that their demonic overlords have properly disciplined a band of misbehaving Eye of Kilrogs. As it turns out, the sightseeing summonable pet was refusing to return to the twisting nether from whence it came because the mortal realms are much more interesting to look at. However, after many warlocks complained about their eyes hanging out a little too long, they should once again have the ability to dismiss them as normal. Feral Order Druids recently were given permission to really dig into their ambush predator aspects recently. For a long time, the Fairness and Boss Fight board claimed that bosses would be immune to stun effects and all associated abilities involved with generating stuns. Sadly for Feral Druids, who really only have a few opening moves, one of them being Pounce, this meant that the combo point and bleed effect from it would be wasted on the boss. However, several Archdruids negotiated with the Boss Fairness board and argued that if the stun was ignored, then the bleed and the combo point should still be applied, like a Rogue's Garrote opener. They agreed on the condition that rogues wouldn't come sniffing around for the same treatment with Cheap Shot. Sadly, that is not the case. My complaint is already before the board, but for the time being, thanks Feral Druids for making energy-based combat a little bit more dynamic. And finally, an intrepid explorer by the name of Luna Spira made a discovery in Ungoro Crater last week. Somehow, given the local Lasher's population's proximity to dinosaurs, they began exhibiting a mutation where they had skinnable leather on them. Luna Spira made the discovery as an expert skinner and noticed that to the trained eye, some dead specimens had enough leather on them to actually be skinned. A team of druids from Hyjal was sent with support from the Green Dragonflight to correct this unaccounted for mutation. Foul play is not suspected at this time, but is not ruled out since Ungoro is such a strange place. Make sure to report any skinnable plant creatures to the appropriate authorities as this investigation continues. That completes the changelog roundup for last week. This week's changelog may be out soon, so make sure to check it out so you can keep on top of all the latest adjustments coming to Turtle WoW. That's all the time we have for this week's broadcast. I've been Vrograg Fishlayer. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, make sure to subscribe and like the video. I air these live broadcasts on Tuesday at 4:15 Eastern Standard Time, so if you'd like to watch as the news is being made, be sure to drop by. Until then, be good to one another and stay informed, because the deadliest weapon is knowledge. End cut. Easy. I had 3 one takes. No, I messed up on one of them. I had 2 mess ups. Let's go. Give me a second. I have to take the camera out of the... I'm going to show you guys what it looks like in a second here. Let me just resituate myself and the camera. Come on, there it is. Thank you, Jared. Yeah, I think the teleprompter actually does really help a lot. I have to also stop my recordings. All right, I'm just going to go to the BRB screen because I'm going to have the camera flopping around and I don't want to make anyone motion sick because I know that would happen. So anyway, also, yeah, it's really good to hear from you, Tawny. Tawny was making content when I was for Turtle WoW when I was first starting. But I think he had enough with Turtle, which is fine. People get burnout. I completely understand it. I would not fault anyone for it. But the only thing that sucked about it is that he let a friend borrow the tune, a very well-geared warrior, which is okay with terms of service as long as it's not sold or anything like that. But every now and then, I'll see Tawny sign on like my friends list, and I'll get all excited, and then I have to remember that Tawny's still gone. Okay. All right, we're gonna see if the camera's actually even remotely at the right angle, but okay, yeah, we're good. We're back to normal. Oh, so this is the. Actually, I'll put my phone in it just to show you guys what it looks like, in case you're curious. So, this is the teleprompter device right here. I know it's a little hard to see, but what happens is you have the text here, and the teleprompter program will reverse the letters, and then it scrolls, and you can see like there's like a hole right here that you stick the camera through there, so then the camera's looking you right in the eyes, but it doesn't pick up on any of the text. And that's how teleprompters work. So, yeah, a couple things. The hairstylist stuff and the hair dye was a real mess. I don't even know if it was necessarily what was causing all the crashes we were seeing early on in the week. I did talk to unnamed source. Yes, unnamed source. About what exactly went down. So if anyone's curious about why some of the changes were applied and some weren't from the changelog, it's because there was two development branches that had their stuff kind of merged and then pushed into the server. However, one of those branches was like the thing that was causing the server to crash. So everything that was on that branch had to get pruned, essentially, right? But everything that was good, that they identified as good, was able to go in. That's why some things were in the game and some things were not, if that makes any sense. Hello, Johnny One-Ups. Hey, hi, by the way. I did talk about Hard Knocks getting the record. Thank you for queuing me in on that. I do normally check once a week, but that's awesome that you guys broke Mortality's speedrun stranglehold. Yeah, exactly, Blessed. Like, I don't know how much you know about development. I don't know much. I know, like, much like any journalist, I know just enough to kind of speak the jargon so I can work with that to try to translate it into more, like, pedestrian language, which is a lot of the work I've been doing with Cenarius because, I mean, you saw some of those change logs. I have it right here, right? It's like, I see some of this stuff. When I first read this, soundification of MCSE, I'm thinking, like, is that like a weird, like a really custom sound file format? And I'm like looking it up and I'm like, why does it keep showing Microsoft certification? I don't care about that. And then, of course, I had to ask him and he's like, yeah, I don't know exactly how it worked, but I think someone or someones on the team might have tried to get that certification just to do work on this one particular part because I think they believed they needed it and then they didn't. So that's kind of a bummer. Also, by the way, if any of you have any questions for me to ask Cenarius, let me know. Because I'm not the most technically gifted or technically minded orc on the scene, but I do know some things. But I have a lot of blind spots. There's one person who had a really good question, I think last week or the week before. Might have been in a YouTube comment. They're like, hey, when you do development, you break everything down into like, here's the stages, here's all that stuff. Like, obviously, you're not going to get a date. And I don't think I would get an accurate date even if he had one. But it's like, could you maybe get like a progress? And I'm like, yeah, that's a good question. I haven't heard back yet. So curious to know how far along they actually are. I've heard some rumors about like them wanting to. It is very much far away from public playing it, but I do know there's been rumors. I can't even confirm any of these rumors. I've just heard rumors that after they reach some sort of milestone, the next thing after will be like a private in-house playable alpha kind of thing that only like certified people can look at. Be interesting to see, if I can even get that information out when and if it even happens. But I'm really excited that the Unreal Azeroth team is willing to be a little bit more open and keep news flowing about their progress, because I think what they're doing is, even if like worst case scenario, right? Like the thing's a complete wash, right? And Turtle can't use it for whatever reason, right? That's like worst case scenario. I still think it's a really interesting project, and I think it's worthy of mention. So, like, I definitely want to see more about that stuff. Thank you, Mohammed. That's very sweet of you to say. I don't think that. Here's the thing, right? You're like, don't change if you get popular. I don't, like, I got a full-time job. I'm an older guy. I like doing this because it's fun. You know, anytime I think about like marketing or like, SEO, like I remember Dan from the radio, who knows a lot of stuff about YouTube, like optimization. He's like, yeah, if you do like these things, and like, if anyone's watched Charlie Brown, it sounded like an adult talking in Charlie Brown. Like I just couldn't hear it. I just didn't care. I mean, you know what? I will be honest. If for some reason like something I make gets super popular, and I make like some cash off of it, that'll be cool. But I don't really see myself changing much. It would be cool if I became super popular, but like I don't know, man. Like it's neat and all, but probably the best part of this is probably the people I get to talk to. Learning stuff too is a big one for me, because there's so much to learn about development, about player communities. I've learned more about RP, PvP, just from talking to people, and I've always found it very edifying to connect people with what makes them happy. So, you know, that's why I could say I miss Tawny, right? But if Tawny wasn't having fun on Turtle WoW, I wouldn't be like, come back. I was just saying miss him, because that's true. Raukangren asks, they once mentioned that at some point they will drop support for the legacy client. When would that be? That's so far in the future. That's going... I do not know timetables, first off. Secondly, I almost guarantee you it's going to require a level of stability and comfort with the modern Turtle WoW 2.0 client that they feel comfortable letting. Now, don't get me wrong, the developers hate the client that they're on right now, but if they can't do certain things, because something to keep in mind, right, is because Unreal Azeroth, their project, one of the big selling points is that it's a custom client. It's not hacked yet. But there's a big interest in keeping clients secure, to stop RMT, to stop hacking, etc. And so one of the ways you do that is by making it closed source. And I did have, some really good conversations with Cenarius. I've had talks with other people too about, the ethical constraints of wanting to make a closed source thing off of open source technology, which I think that could be an entire show just talking about that, because it's a really complex thing. But I will say the answers that I got from Cenarius made me feel a lot better about the situation. Because it's tough, right? In an ideal world, you'd make everything open source, but when there's bad actors, there's a reluctance to do so. Yeah. Having Vrograg in the launcher would be awesome. You have to remember too, Lizzie Babs, like, full disclosure, the radio broadcast that I make specifically for the radio team, the Turtle team does have editorial control over. I do get paid for those. It's not anything crazy, but I do get, and they have broadcast rights to the radio stuff as they see fit. But the video stuff, I have editorial control over. And there's, like, if you listen exactly to my radio news and then you listen to this, you will definitely notice differences in, like, the stories I add, the stories I don't add, maybe some of the stuff I say or don't say. Is it dumb to write 2 scripts? Yeah, but the edits I make between them isn't too crazy, if I'm being honest. And, but just keep in mind, too, is that I still stand by the fact that I don't feel like I can be a community advocate and be like a staff member of the Turtle team. I do contract work for them, and that's fine. But you know, the ethical implications of that are a little squirrely. Oh my goodness, you know what? I forgot to change the scroll. Man, I'm just realizing it now. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix a thing that like 5 people actually look at because I care. The thing that annoys me is that I literally wrote a whole new scroll at the bottom and then I just didn't update it. Let me get this in. Okay. Okay, where's the scroll? I was rushing a little bit. Work went late today. I might have to start putting it off to 4:30 because like I just had a hellacious day at work. New subtitles. I didn't even do any of the subtitles. I completely forgot about them. Woo, see? That's not a big deal, though. Alerts? No? Oh, there's new scroll. There it is. I will start a record. Yeah. I can layer it so that it looks correct. Okay, there it is. Yeah, see, now it's all updated and correct. Mohammed, I mean, what you said was really sweet. I'm not that big that I just let really nice comments go unnoticed. They once again, Rokangren says they once again mentioned at some point they. Oh, sorry, I've already read that. I thought it was new. Oh, I refreshed that. That's why it looks like it's new. We were getting invisible chest, legs, and bracers tomorrow. You'll never see. Where'd you learn that, Lizzie Babs? Hello, Drew. Let's see. I'm gonna see about getting up the actual turtle. Wow, forums. Turtle. Wow. Database. Wait, today is... No, it's March 12th for them, maybe. Development, patch notes, and changelog? They say patch notes. That's different. Okay. We'll take a look. We'll take a look-see. Okay. Love the art, first off. Oh, you know, I'm going to set it up so I actually look remotely at the camera. All right, there it is. And also let me get this. No. Okay, that should suffice. All right. Evermoon staff changed level. Okay. Small adjustment. Spell and stats of multiple Thalassian Highland creatures. All right, so if you remember, almost a month ago, maybe 3 weeks, they one of the changelogs said they did a big revamp to Blackstone Isle, the goblin starting area, to make the difficulty curve a little bit smoother. They did tell me that they would be doing the same for Thalassian Highlands and the High Elf starting area, so it looks like that's some of this is getting worked in. Fixed in issue where periodic area of effect spells such as Mana Spring Totem and Tranquility would have desynchronized ticks on different targets if they moved in and out of the area. Interesting. Cupbird. Yes. They can tank. They cannot tank well. Class change 1, there was much more of a push to have rogues do off tanking. It spiraled out of control into something that essentially equated to rogues figuring out a way to just always be avoidance capped, even without evasion, which caused some real cheese. I'll say, even though I did it, like, some real cheese. Like, you could just tank patchwork and never get hit. So you can see why that might be an issue. The class changes 2 they put in, there wasn't much for rogue tanks specifically. However, some of the defensive abilities that were put in class change 1 and the rearranging of the talents in class change 2 make it such that rogues can have a much better time soloing elites without getting absolutely curb stomped or needing all of your cooldowns to do so. There is still a threat poison. It doesn't really move the needle. You can still do tanking. It's just not great. You have no spell mitigation. You just have, and for hit mitigation, it's just avoidance. You're still relying on really bad leather armor. So it's not the best. Hope that answers your question. Was the High Elf Zone really that undercooked? It wasn't that undercooked, I don't think, Blessed. From anecdotal accounts that I heard. I've never played through it myself. But I think it wasn't that it was undercooked. I think that the difficulty of certain mobs. So I'm gonna try to be fair. I'm really trying. But let me just show you this. If I can remember which one it was from. I want to say... I'm going to check these for Blackstone. That was... we'll try... 20... I think 26 is too recent. If anyone remembers which changelog it was that had the Blackstone Isle stuff, let me know. Here it is. Okay. So, Bless, to answer your question, this is the changelog from... Sorry, I just forgot it. From February 18th, right? Look how many things they had to change for Blackstone Isle. Right? Keep that in mind. Look how many things they changed for the High Elf starting area. All they say is adjust the spell sentence of multiple Thalassian Highland creatures to better align with the creatures in other starting areas. Okay. So there was like maybe like a little stat crunch, right? But that versus this where they listed everything. I think one of the reasons why they listed it was because some of this stuff was really out of whack. Maybe it was very similar, but this is much more of a subjective thing. And if you disagree with me, like, I feel you on that. That's fine. But if you've played through Blackstone Isle and you've played through Thalassian Highlands on either starting characters, I would do like the Pepsi challenge. I would love to ask people, like, what do you think had more development time, has more polish? I think 9 times out of 10, most people are going to say the High Elf area does. These creatures hit super hard and are close to the main road. Is this for the Blackstone stuff or the Thalassian Highland stuff, Adrian? Either way, it's good to see them make these changes, but Blackstone had a good vibe, but those changes were needed. Exactly, yeah. Anecdotal part of Thalassian is flat ground here and there. I'll tell you what Blackstone Island isn't. It is not flat. Okay, Can someone who plays warrior explain to me this complaint I keep seeing? Every time I hear a warrior complain about something, I've played rogue for so long, I can't hear it. It doesn't stay in my brain, but I keep seeing people like Vrograg, right, and other warriors complain about hamstring lasting, was it 3 seconds instead of 6 though? Who cares about these stupid invisible things? I don't. Is it that big of a deal? Is this more of a PvP thing? I'm assuming it's more of a PvP thing, but yeah, I don't know what to think about it, but I do know what I think about warriors. I know you think it's a big deal, Vrograg. Those copper sappers are a blast. Well, say I'm not asking, Radesh. I want to be clear about something. I'm not asking which one was more fun. I'm asking which one do you think had more polish. That is a different thing. You can have fun in unpolished areas. I mean, Lax, you're... yeah, I'm pretty much there with you. It's gonna be hard to enforce. But, yeah, I feel you on that. They already have pretty restrictive rules on multi-boxing as it was. Like, when I first joined, it was just like, don't PvP. And that was it. You could do whatever you want with multi-boxing, pretty much. I don't think they had, like, number limitations and stuff. They're like, try not to complete PvE objectives if you can. And I'm like, okay. I like trading directly to my bank alt. Well, I mean, Radesh, that's fine, too. I feel you on that. But I can understand why, especially on an RP server, why multi-boxing is a thing. So it's a little bit like guild housing, if I'm being perfectly honest, where they have these rules and they have these sort of ways of doing things that are definitely holdover from when the Northern R server, when it was the only server, was much more of just an RP place, and PvE was like a side thing. That's why multi-boxing was like more okay. But as the PvE zombies, myself included, showed up, we're like, oh, we can multi-box? Oh, cool, I'll just do that. I'm not going to sit here and say I never did it. Of course I did it. It's a huge advantage. If you can figure out a way to... You still have to get your first 60, right? But I'm not... It's one of those things where I don't want to say anything because I've benefited from it, so I don't want to be the person to be like, no, stop it. It's not fair if other people have it. Because, no, that's also not fair. But I understand why people don't want multi-boxing. Oh, I thought... Sorry, Vrograg, I misread that. I thought what you meant was hamstring lasting that long. So this is the cooldown. Correct me if I'm wrong. The reason there was a cooldown put on hamstring was because it gives you a weapon hit, right? And it's relatively cheap rage-wise. So that might be why, but... Yeah. Okay, so by the way, Dark Desires disagree with me. I have the first comment on that thread. Which thread? It's a static 5-point damage with a slow on it. 5 points. Oh, it's kind of like Rogue's Kick. Rogue's Kick does 50. And that's all you can do with it. Were people using it to proc weapon stuff before? I don't know. Well, still Jarell, it is not allowed for hardcore. It is not allowed for hardcore. It is not allowed for PvP. It is not allowed in groups higher than 2, unless you are doing something specific, like having Warlock summon people. So it does feel unfair, and that's one of the reasons I'm glad it's not allowed for it, for that. They still use Sunder Armor for procs anyway. It's an invaluable armor to bring in. Yeah, but okay, here's the thing. Sunder Armor, I believe, costs more rage. I could look this up. I don't know about Warrior. Sunder Armor. Look at this one. Nope, that's a mana cost. That's a mana cost. These are all mana costs. Do any of you cost actual rage? Hold on, wait. They do cost rage, right? I didn't make it Rao Kangren. I don't know why it was changed. But also, does it cost more? I actually don't know. They're all mana costs on the database. Well, how am I? Oh, I'd have to bring up. Hold on. If I just do like this, and then I go to Wowhead. Wowhead will tell me if it's up. You want? I am checking Wowhead right now, but it's not loading. Well, Drew, I also have my opinion about druids as well, which are surprisingly close to warriors, but druid culture is kind of weird because normally super chill, but then sometimes something will set them off and they just go berserk. And then unless you know druid really well, you're like, why are they all mad? I'm still... Okay. I'm going to look for the cost of Sunder Armor, right? But I got some stuff to say about pounds. Alright, it costs 15 rage. 15 rage for Summoner Armor. And Hamstring, you said, was 5, right? Or 10? Or I guess if you spec into it, it's 5, maybe? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the database. But, let me... Where is it? Oh, this is the cursed changelog. No, that's the new one. Where's the... This is the cursed changelog. Can a druid explain this to me? And Drew, I know I asked you during raid. Why is this necessary? I understand the concept of, well, it should still apply the bleed. I understand that if you spend energy to do something, it should do something. However, if that effect has a stun on it and you do it on a stun immune mob, it does nothing. That's like the rule of the game. Well, and Drew, why does no one use Pounce? Is it because there's a better opener that does bleed? Can you see why I'm confused? Like, who is this change for? Literally the only thing I can think of is that this is some kind of like weird PvP thing. Yeah, thank you. It's Ravage. Right. So, I will, may God have mercy on my soul. Let's hope that Turtle database actually shows some of this, but Pounce, right? We'll take a look at Pounce, even like the improved Pounce, right? It does a little bleed, right? Here's what it does, right? Stunning the target for 2 seconds. I think you can make the stun a little longer, right? Causing 90 damage. So there's the bleed effect. You must be prowling and behind the target. And it awards 1 combo point. Okay. So if you compare that to kind of like what rogues have, that's like a cross between like, it's like half of a Garrote and half of a cheap shot, and it's not as good as either one of them. Because it only gives 1 combo point. Cheap shot gives 2. It has a stun, but it's not as long as the cheap shot stun. It gives a bleed, but probably not as good as the other bleed that they have access to, or Garrote, right? Okay. So it's just sort of like a catch-all opener, which I think it does a good job of doing. And then the other one is Ravage. I don't think Ravage does a bleed, right? I think I saw you say that. Is Ravage an opener, though? Yeah, Ravage does award CP. Okay, good. Oh, here it is. I'm looking at here. Just get to like, okay, there it is. So this is like a little bit like the ambush for rogues, because there's like a big damage multiplier because you got behind them and you were stealthed, right? It only does 1 combo point. And it looks like it does like a flat damage buff. It might be different now too. But here's my thing. If you're a feral and you want to have a high damage opener for a boss, here it is. If you really desperately want to get a bleed on, it's probably not for PvE. It's probably for PvP. So why make it work through stun immunity? Stigirel, I've not played with it enough. I have done a good amount of subtlety buffing rogues. I do it weekly for Emerald Sanctum. I go for the boss in Emerald Sanctum. I will do subtlety buffing. It feels good. I don't think it does a lot of damage, but it really helps my teammates. Oh, well, exactly. Well, you say that, Drew, but when I do subtlety buffing spec, when we're doing Emerald Sanctum, I will actually try, I will start the fight in stealth to get a quick Garrote off, because subtlety, if you spec into it, you can get 2 combo points on Garrote. And because I have preparation, I will use that, the fight's long enough that I can use my exposed weakness, wait for the cooldown on it to be done, use it again, then use preparation. And because of that, I can also use another Vanish to get another Garrote off. So there are times, at least for rogues, when being stealth, again, can help, even on Turtle WoW. It's pretty niche, but I still don't understand who this is for. Well, yeah, exactly. Most bosses can't be snuck up on. You're absolutely right about that. But rogues specifically have a way to drop combat and enter stealth again, which allows them to do stuff from stealth. So it's like, I just don't understand, because here's the thing. If the logic of the pounce thing is that, like, just because something's stun immune doesn't mean you shouldn't get the benefits of your opener. Okay, I see that. So you gonna fix cheap shot? And I'll tell you what, rogues don't need that PvP buff. They do not. If you see a rogue and you're really sweaty, you might be tempted to drink a FAP, just so you can avoid getting stunned. If the rogue's still going to be building combo points off of you, that's different than it not working. I think it'd be kind of cool if Ferals got a Vanish. I don't know if that would change a lot for them, but can they use the Hydral Trinket? What Hydral Trinket? Yeah, so I have to ask about that, because when I played Vrograg mainly, I was just combat swords pretty much the whole time when I was raiding. Back when I was raiding, our poisons worked on elementals the whole time. And then later they made it not the case, but I got to avoid all that. But I don't know how the bleeding thing works. like, I thought the mobs and whether they could bleed or not was based on other things, like what enemy type they were. Oh, yeah, Radesh, I think they fixed that a while ago. I can't remember exactly, but I remember hearing about that, like, I want to say, like, winter of 2024 I knew about that. I don't know if it's been fixed, but... Yeah, most elementals are immune to poisons. So, hold on, let me get this straight. Because I genuinely don't know. They made all bosses able to bleed. Is that correct? What? What's going on? Oh, yeah, no, I think that's... I am all for making viable off-specs work. I think that's great. But you shouldn't be doing that at the cost of, like, an axiom of the game. You know? For instance, Ragnaros, I think we can all agree, should be immune to fire. He is made of fire. He is the Lord of Fire. If for whatever reason, the team said, we really want the fire mages to be performing better, we're going to make all mobs that are immune to fire now take damage from fire. Like I think that's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, it feels weird that anything stun immune, an ability with a stun effect can do anything to them. I think that's kind of where I'm at with it. I'm like, it doesn't feel like the rules of the game. I'm sure people have been asking for it. Fire damage should be healing Ragnaros. Yes, thank you. I'm glad someone said it. So, anyway. Thank you for listening to my Pounce TED Talk. I will actually finish the changelog now. Yes, that is how it works in Divinity Original Sin. Okay, this one's weird. I don't know why it matters, but maybe if you know what you're doing, you can get it to tick more often, maybe? Or maybe it's just causing server issues. I don't know. Little Karen, do you know what this means? Fixed an issue where pet demon or minion related auras such as endurance training were removed if the pet or demon was too far away. Is that just like the imp has that little stand buff? So like if they run far away, I would assume you would lose the stand buff. So they're making it so that doesn't happen? Huh. You know what? They do say it's in a bug report. So, you know what we'll do over here. Hold on. Bug report tracker. There was this one week where I don't know who was doing. I think I did figure out who was doing it. I forget who it was. They were linking the bug report that made the thing, because all this oh, is it hyperlinked? They made it yellow, like it did maybe have a hyperlink on it. Dang it! You did all this work. Just put the link there. How would I search for this? All right, we'll look for endurance training because that seems to be. Endurance training. Okay. Pet Bellend. Great British slang name. Hunter's endurance training talent has a limited range if the pet is far away. Doesn't benefit from the 30% hunter stamina. Likely the same as Spirit Bond attack power. How to reproduce? Use Eyes of the Beast and run away. After a few seconds, the pet's stamina will decrease. Pet scaling should always be active regardless of range. So maybe there's like certain things that this is going to affect. I see Maflor arguing with themselves in this same thread. So in one of them, they're like, hey, this says it has a 100-yard radius. But if we go back to this, it looks like there is no longer a radius. Curious about that one. Thank you, Drew. I know I'm not the only one. Okay. Fixed an issue where Arcane Rupture and Arcane Surge were not affected by Hazard's Charm of Magic. So many people don't know this because this wasn't like ever really popular. Like ever. Like I think during phase 3 of TBC, people thought about this. If you know about the ZG trinkets, the ones you have to kill the 4 like bi-weekly bosses, the original Hazard's Charm of Magic in TBC just helped the arcane damage, I think. I'll take a look at what it says. This might not even be correct, but so it's Charm of Magic. Charm of Magic. Okay. Yeah, see, critical hit chance of your arcane spells by 5% increases the critical hit damage of your arcane spells by 50% for 20 seconds. That's very strong for an arcane caster. If you are really dyed-in-the-wool dedicated to doing arcane, this is a no-brainer. You really want this. Before arcane was really underwhelming, you'd never spend time to do this. That being said, okay. I think I understand what was going on here. If a player is affected by dots from friendly players while mind controlled by a creature, they will be removed when the mind control ends. Okay, hold on. Oh, I see. So, let's say you're fighting Nefarian, and he does his mind control, and you have a trigger-happy warlock who, like, throws on, like, Curse of Agony. When they are released from the mind control, this should remove the dot. It's kind of a skill issue. Don't hit your friends. I know, I want to parse on friends now. I remember, this was in like my first year of raiding on Turtle WoW. We were raiding BWL, and Murrah got mind controlled by Nefarian. And I believe the mage who was in charge of polymorphing her was a little slow on the draw. Noticed it, or maybe they were on the other side and she ran away. I don't know what happened. What I do know is that she cast a smite while mind controlled that one-tapped the mage. It was like a huge crit. It was ridiculous. And then it was like BWL gearing, but still, like, it's kind of nutty. I think you get a little stronger from the Nefarian mind control too, I think. But I just remember, whenever I think about unfortunate thing with mind controls or parsing on friends, I always think about that story. Shout outs to Chill Kill. He was a real one. I remember he came on in Discord. He's like, "Hey man, yeah, my bad, but listen, nobody should mess with Murrah. She'll kill you." Die from your tank's bleed. Yeah, would that remove other things like deep wounds from whirlwinding happy warriors? I would guess it would, right? I would assume. Yeah, it's got to. Fix an issue where Shaman Shield did not proc after being hit by certain spells. How am I going to find this one? because all I have to go off of is Shaman. If I just search for shield, what happens? Alright, this is updated yesterday, so this might be the one. I just noticed my water shield does not restore mana when hit by the Venture Code Geologist as well as the Bloodscalp Mystics and SDV. They cast Lightning Bolt, which should count as a spell, right? But when hit, my 3 stacks water shields remain. I don't get any mana. Melee hits function as intended, though. Is this correct? Oh, interesting. Interesting. All right, that one's pretty straight up. Fix the Staff of Blossom Jade's sheath position. I love how every couple weeks you just see one of these. Updated summer collection of unseen fashion. Ah, this is what Lil Karen was talking about. Lil Karen is a big fan of running around as a naked gnome. Wow. What a time. Lil Karen must be popping off about this, indeed. That's awesome. Congratulations. For Gnome Brigade. Yeah, pretty much. And for the mental scarring of all those who you run by. Don't get too excited. You might slip and fall. Adding pieces of these sets. Okay, this is good. Added donation rewards. Moonshadow Glaive, Beldorai Tabard, and Tabard of the Defender. All right. Fixed Darnassus Sentinel Glaive, Sheath and Model, and item will now register in the Transmog collection upon equip. Nice. We've had Naked Karen before GTA 6 was even a twinkle in Rockstar's eyes, let's be honest. Snowball will once again knock down party members, fixing a regression injury. Okay, so you know what wasn't fun last night? Fighting KT. Let me vent a little bit here. Not only did I got hit by back-to-back detonate manas, I didn't even know that could happen. I thought he had to pick someone else. Nope, I got back-to-back detonate manas as an elemental shaman. So I'm already crying, going, well, great. Now I just downrank and just. Because your potion cooldown you really need for frost protection. And dark runes, demonic runes only do so much. I was pretty frustrated. And then I'm like, you know what? When the mind control is out, I have like almost no mana, so maybe I could focus on that. And then the snowballs didn't knock anyone down. It was not the best yesterday. At least it procced your water shield now. Yes. Which usually is like enough to give me one more lightning bolt. And then maybe if I get a crit, I might get another lightning bolt. But that's it. But, for many people when you do KT, a big part of that fight is CCing the mind control mobs, right? I think we can all agree on that. And snowballs can help because of their range. They knock someone down. You can chain knock them down. So let's say like either, the mind control happens in a bad spot and there's no one there to CC. Well, hey, anyone can throw a snowball, right? So that really helps. But I was so sad. Oh, man. Yeah, no, it really is. It is, Drew. Like, mana's king for shaman. It's like you have this love-hate relationship with it. I bet you've been hit by detonate mana, didn't even know. You monster. Maybe, oh wait. If you're in bear form, can it actually target you? I don't know the rules on detonate mana. I know that I hate it though. I really hate it. All right, fix an exploit that allowed casting on next swing spells on distant targets. Casting on next swing spells on... Anyone know what this is? What would this be? What would this affect? On next swing, the only thing I can think is Heroic Strike. They used to do this for surprise attack for rogues, but then they stopped that, so... Green, Dragon Scale, and Nax. That's a little far, Radesh. Heal. Well, yes, you... So here's the thing. Drew, you think that's a good idea, but let me share with you how that's not a good idea. So, the mana you would spend to heal yourself up, if you're not in healing gear, is not the same as the mana you would gain, or it's usually more. It's oftentimes more. Also, you could die, so there's that too. There's a reason why healers never drink the protection potions with rare occasion. It's because, and why they don't wear resistance gear, it's because they need the healing throughput to make their mana more valuable than the protection pots. Usually DPS can't do that. But, I mean, you do you. You also have Vampiric Embrace, so are you gonna die? I think that has more to do with Vampiric Embrace than anything else, Drew. ZTE Avid plus Kong hails up rebugs for Hunter 8p set bonus on tier 3. The mana cost reduction on shots shows as 20 mana, but the tooltip mathed it out to only 18. I mean, if the 2 mana matter, I would say make a bug report. I don't think that would get priority, but they do tend to fix things that are doing something that it doesn't say it does. I've seen them do that. Like, for instance, last week there were like 3 things that were like super obscure items that just couldn't be disenchanted. They fixed that. It probably doesn't affect a bunch of people, but the rules of the game state you should be able to disenchant them, so I understand that. So I have no idea what this next swing thing is. The only one I can think of is Heroic Strike. There might be another one for warriors. Maybe for paladins? I don't think... Do shamans have a next strike ability? I don't think they do. Or maybe, there's Storm Strike. No, that's instant. I don't know. That's weird. Corrected missing war mode glyph description at the Glyph Master. Spell description will need a client update come with the Karazhan release. Just a heads up, the war mode glyph has always only increased experience gains by 20%. I don't think that's true. I think it's been 30%. Are they trying to rewrite history? Am I crazy? I thought war mode was 30%. I didn't do testing, so I don't know. Okay, thank you, Rockangren. Oh, and Radesh says it could be from a tier 3 thing. Okay. I always thought it was 30%. I don't know. There was a point when the honor bonus was announced, but it never worked. Sorry. I'm just reading this. After reviewing the situation, we decided glyphs shouldn't give ranking advantages. Yeah? The descriptions are being reverted to the original version. Okay, fair enough. What? Why did they do this? The Undercity just got a barber shop 2 weeks ago. I mean, like, I get it. It's like the big capital city. But Undercity has the barber shop. I kind of like going to Undercity because like Undercity has the boutiques, the fashion boutiques. They had the nail salons until recently. I mean, what's wrong with that barber shop? I like that one. I would be down with Thunderbluff having one if there was something that made me think Tauren were good hairdressers. I believe the hairdressers for Tauren can change your horn shape and size, though. I think radiation pools were offering too many free shaves. Yep. It's in the undead caves. Huh? UD caves? What? I'm trying to figure out. Well, I don't know. I did have Have you seen a Tauren's back hair? I main a Tauren. Of course I have. Oh, right. Yeah, the Spirit Rise bath. Yeah, that's true. I've also... I understand that the Turtle team's QA right now is probably pretty busy with Kara. I don't think it would be too crazy of me to say it would seem like there wasn't a lot of QA put into the barber stuff, though. Maybe it's sort of like showing you what happens when they rush something without enough QA. It's like reminding you. It's like, Kara could have been like this. Could have crashed the server. Pools of vision. Yes, of course. So I'm gonna let Mandalore out. He has been in the back room where he can't interrupt me during recording. I'm going to come back, and when we come back, I have a goal today. I need to get 20 fell cloth or 10 moon cloth or any permutation thereof. I have put off getting my arcane resist gear on my elemental shaman, and I really need to get it. So I'm going to kill satyrs, but I'll continue to hang out and chat for a while. Murag won't be home for a while. Although, hold on, wait. Time's all weird because of daylights. She won't be home for like an hour or so. I was able to run away without paying for my haircut yesterday. Nice, blessed, nice. Okay, I will be right back after Mandalore finds his freedom. Freedom! we're back with me not being muted. So, like I said, my goal here is I need to get a healthy amount of fell cloth. Could I buy it outright? Yes. Listen, spending money is how you lose money, okay? Let me get my chat set up correctly. Hey, Blade. Oh, where did I put chat? There it is. Okay. All right. Let's see. So I could try the ones in Ashara. I could maybe solo my way into the ones in Dire Maul East, or I could go to the ones in Fellwood. Let me put it to a vote. What do you guys think I should do for fell cloth? How do I do? Oh yeah, polls. Start a poll. Where to get fell cloth? Shara, Fellwood, add an option, Dire Maul East, other. Alright, that started over on YouTube. I'm going to start one on Twitch. Where to get fell cloth. What? Shara, DME, other. Okay, I got the poll going up on both. Let me know where you want me to go get some fell cloth. Hello, Bob. Hope you're doing well. GPT said auction house. I mean, okay, I'll take a look, right? I'll take a look at how much. I'm sure I could buy all of it. Fell cloth. If we do this, it's going for 360 right now. It's actually pretty expensive, but moon cloth. One is going for 20. Mooncloth kind of going hard right now. Sorry, stack size of 1. Yeah. So that's if the cost so it'd be like a little over 7 for 2 fell cloth, and then you're adding 10 to 12 just for the cooldown. Yikes. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I do have a wife who is a very accomplished tailor who could help me. Also, over the years, I have steadily and reliably sent any extra fell cloth I got to her, so she owes me some of those cooldowns as far as I'm concerned. Oh, why is I don't disagree that it's a good price. It just means that the buying the transmute's gonna cost 10 gold. It's kind of wild to me. All right. The winner on Twitch was Fellwood. I'm ending the poll on YouTube. Most people say Fellwood. We're going to Fellwood. I'm all elementaled out of my brain. I should be fine. But I think... I'm not sure if I did it on stream, but sometime recently I did finish my actual Karazhan 40 attunement. It's in my bags, right? See? Upper Karazhan Tower Key. Oh, I still have all my stuff from Raid. Oh well. Oh, I might get some more demonic runes. That's useful. A T's not as useful for me anymore. I don't know. Let's read this water shield thing. The caster is surrounded by 3 globes of rejuvenating water for 10 minutes. When a spell, melee or range attack hits the caster, 130 mana is restored to the caster, spending 1 globe. This effect can only occur once every 3 seconds. Only 1 elemental shield can be active on a shaman at any one time. Do you think demonic rune should count? It would make it better. Now, I brought this up. I think I brought it up all the way back when I was still on the PTR to record videos. But I did tell someone on the team that, hey, did you know? Did you know? What? I don't want to see that. How do I... Sorry, I just had to ban someone. I don't know how... Oh, there it is. There's the X. Okay. I did it. Anyway, disciplined priests have an ability that will, like, chastise, that will hit you for some damage. It'll also, like, help... It's like a whole disciplined priest thing. It helps your casting, though. It's good. But it does damage to you. And it wasn't proccing Water Shield. I actually brought that up. I'm like, I feel like this should proc Water Shield. Like, it's not doing that. They're like, oh yeah, good point. Nothing happened with it. I don't even have my chat UI up. Oh, I have 0. I don't have any tailoring, crafting alts. I think the full set needs 10. 10 Mooncloth, which is 20 Fellcloth. But yeah, I try not to keep staring at my in-game chat because I can't always look at it. Don't worry, Blade. I still love you. The Arcane Resist set, Lizababs. I don't remember the name of it, but it's purple and it looks cool. That's what I remember about it. I remember a couple things. One of them is that I need 10 Mooncloth for the full set. And like, you know, it's something that I would probably do anyway. Last couple fishing sessions I had with Vrograg, I was catching like ridiculous. I think I was like catching. This was in open water, by the way, in Hyjal, without pools spawning. I was getting a 28% catch rate on stone scale eel. I sold that and made a mint after a lot of fishing, like 2 hours worth of fishing, I'd say. No, it's not the glacial set. It's a tailor would know. It's like I don't even remember what it's called. By the way, if it is super crowded here or really contested, I will just go to Ashara. Oh, I do have a Dragon Slayer buff. That's pretty neat. Nice. Should I get Midnight Haze out with the old shield? They're probably gonna hit me a couple times. No, Bob. I'm on the PvE server. I've been on Northernarr for a very long time. I've played a little bit on the PvP server. I still have a Vrograg over there, but I've never finished him. I tell myself that I'll go back over there sometime, but I just don't. As I'm I'm just not good. I'm just not built like a PvPer. What can I say? Also, I really should level up a Vrograg over there, because I could then ask the team to also give that Vrograg the title of News Anchor Orc. Oh, okay. I got you, Bob. Yeah. I mean, you can hunt me down, but I'm not flagged. Thought I was flagged for a second. Come on, you can get up there, right? No? Fine, we'll go around. At least I don't need a mount. Tree is better than cow? Disagree. Oh, dang. Yeah, these guys are pretty well farmed, it would look like. Let's see how much I can annoy these guys. This guy right here. Oh, wait. I can use one of these. Speaking of mounts, my heart cracked in two when I saw the rep bear mount are the same. Oh, they are? Oh, no. Also, I do have follower alerts on. Okay, good. Also, thank you. I think Aaron30, by the way, you followed me, I think, when I was recording. Thank you. And Hadja888. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, there's only one guy here, right? Do I want to take the kills from this guy? Yeah, kinda. He's a mage, but I used to play a mage, so I understand, but... Brown and black bears look the same to me, at least. I mean, I don't know, it depends. Maybe your color settings aren't the best. Yeah, dang. I guess I should have went to Ashara and listened to... Lizzie Babs and Blade. I didn't think it would be this bad. Maybe the respawn isn't that good? I did talk about going to Dire Mall East, though. The points made, Blade. I don't normally farm Fellcloth. I think these guys have a better chance than the ones in Ashara, but the ones in... what's that other spot? The ones in Dire Mall East have the best, but they're obviously harder to get to, so... Oh, maybe I scared the mage off. I have mail? I probably do. I mean, come on. Like, these guys gotta start respawning, right? Once they start respawning, I bet a bunch of them are gonna respawn. Oh, see, look, these bodies are gone. They were here before. Cleanse Wind Blossom. Can I do a thing? Oh, wait, this is the buff. This is the world buff. Oh, man. Oh, wait. No, it's the... Well, at least they give me stamina. What is that? It's a songflower. This songflower, I think it is. Well, I mean, it was already cleansed, so it's not a big deal if I grab it. Oh, that's right. There are satyr camps south of this one. I think this one is, you know, like more popular, right? Let me just put down one of these. Oh wow, there are more guys. Not a single fell cloth yet either. Taking fresh uncorrupted berries away from the local wildlife, you monster. They knew it. They knew the risks. I also these aren't local wildlife. These are actual demons. Listen, if I had a better spell coefficient spell that took longer to cast, I'd cast it. Trust me on that one. Ooh, demonic rune. Let's go. Those are nice. Oh, look at this. 2 guys at once. Oh, sorry, just 1 guy at once. Damn. Okay, I am absolutely obliterating these guys though. Oh, look, this guy. He's named. He's cool, right? He's not even worth a real lightning bolt. He gets a little shock. Okay, fell cloth count 0. Hate to see it. I mean, I am picking on low level 50 mobs. I'm just trying to get some fell cloth, Haxer. Also, hi, Haxer. Hope you're doing well. I don't know how involved you've been with Kara 40 or if they've pulled you in on it, but if you have been, I hope you're not too stressed out. Oh, I'm not. I'm in my hit gear. Hold on. Let me put on my trash gear. Now we'll see a true power. That was just that wasn't even my final form. Yeah, look at this. This is abysmal. I can't kill things here. I need more things to kill. It's okay, Haxer. Well, like, you know, if you miss it, I usually, after I stream, I spend about half an hour to 40 minutes just splicing it all together and then putting it up on the news feed on my, like, as a normal video. So you can watch it later. These guys have 3,000 health. You know, I do need to use a mailbox, but mostly it's because I have so many consumables I have to send back to my consumable guy. Huh. Are you talking about... I know there's other satyrs, but are they down here? I don't think those ones give Fellcloth also, by the way. Skin the... Oh, yeah, I didn't skin the bear. I forgot I'm a skinner. Whoops. That just shows you how impactful leatherworking's been on my character. There's nothing except for the spell armor kits. It's been kind of a meh. I am dragon scale. I think. Let me see. I got. I have the full blue and red dragon scale set, which is pretty cool. Ooh. Wait, don't get distracted. I'm hunting satyrs. I'm gonna see if the camp south of here is any better. I just can't remember exactly where it is. I think it's in Jadenar. Maybe? Okay, Salazar says they do give Fellcloth. There was one interesting Warlock Bugfish push on the PTR. I wonder how I didn't hear about it before. What was the interesting Warlock bug fix? I'm sure Lizzie Babs would like to hear. Although I think little Karen's a little too excited about being a naked gnome. I wonder if these guys are immune to nature. Oh, Clint Sunflower. Oh no. Wait, let me kill you. Totally worth it. I want this sunflower. Yes, that's true. Obamswin tickles something deep in my soul about playing WoW. I've always liked casters, and Blade, I'm not gonna take this. First off, I'm streaming, okay? So that's not a good look. Secondly, I appreciate it, but let me try to farm up some first. I have to send all this stuff back first, though. My consume bank is hungry for more. Oop, too many. Oh, that one's soulbound. And that one's soulbound. That one's not. Okay. Blade, I appreciate it. At least let me try to get some fill cloth first, okay? Also, do you know how much gold that's worth? That's worth quite a bit. We actually reviewed the prices. Corrupt. Oh, that's a corrupted one. All right. Are there satyr? No. The satyr camp is here? Huh. I don't think that, because that one has like orcs and cultists and stuff, I think. You saved me 20 days. Yeah. What if it's going to be out before 20 days, Blade? Also, Haxer, you say, how can you say you always like casters and then pick the weirdest caster there is? Because you can only play mage for so long until you're like, I need something different. And I will never play warlock. I can't play warlock or priest because my wife plays those. It's our secret promise to each other. No. But like, I just, I swore off warlocks way back in the day during TBC when I tried doing PvP, original TBC, and my mage would just get demolished by warlocks who were like, had the hard counter for everything I did. Oh, you have invisibility? Cool, IFC invisibility. It's like, oh, you're gonna try casting a spell? Up, now it's slow. Up, you're gonna do a spell thing? Up, my guy's gonna eat your thing. And I'm like, what do you, I can polymorph you, but then what? Now you're at full health. I still can't kill you because you have so much stamina gear. So ever since then, I swore off warlocks. And Murog loves priests. I feel like I would like bring shame to her if I played priest. She'd be like, "What are you doing? You're doing it wrong." Huh. Okay, maybe I just missed the other druid camp. I don't know. Tell you what, we'll go to Ashar. Yes, it really was Haxer, and not only was it nuts, like, the only kind of counter that I can think that was that strong at the time would be a frost mage versus a warrior. Like, it was that complete of a counter. Turtle WoW GeoGuessr when? That's actually a really good idea. You need probably someone with a pretty good web developer backend knowledge, but I think some of those applications and stuff are pretty plug and play. I don't know though. Salor, you actually asked about Balance Druid. When I played Classic, I played Mage during the Classic phase. During TBC, I played Boomkin. I really liked it. I had fun with it. But I had a Shaman alt who I just helped and I did healing with. And I realized that like Shaman was one that I'm like, wow, they're really different. And I'm like, wow, they're kind of fun. They suck for mana, but you know, they got really good burst and you could still help out your team even if your damage sucks. So I always thought it was fun. So that's what... Did I also pick up a red... I'm almost fully world buff. Look at this. get all the guild bases in GeoGuessr. I should talk to Speeds about that. Speeds is I think Speeds is the person who put together the list of all the bases. Oh, he reached out to me the other day about something. Oh, he was trying to get in touch with the guy who runs WowAuctions.net to get like their API for something he's doing. Tab C guild base in the middle of nowhere. I hope they like, much respect to Tab C, the Northernars OG raiding guild. Very long history, but they got a gigantic base, dude. It's just too big. It's too big to even make sense. If you ever find it, and you've seen it, you'll know what I mean. Absolutely no hate to them, but it's like, didn't you think after the 5th, area they built, maybe like, man, this is enough. It is really cool though if you explore and find it though. You're not even underselling it, Blade. Like, it really is that big. They have something for like every class, I think. They have a huge, like, essentially what's like a brewfest thing that's like always going on there, which fits, I guess, with the lore of their guild. Oh, I think there might be one or two, but Bless, I think that's conquistadors. They have like a boat that washed ashore on the southern shore of Tenaris. We've been there once or twice on stream anyway. It's a good time. I like their base. Don't quote me on this because I don't know if it's true, but obviously as the team continues to expand and make new things in the world, I know there are some guilds that might have areas where the team's looking to expand. And I think when the team was talking about that, they said, oh, well, like, if you need guild bases to move, like, someone like Conquistadors would be great. Like, just tell them to get back in the boat and put it somewhere else. Or, like, people like Blackwing Guard who have, like, a mission statement to, like, literally try to rehabilitate the Black Dragonflight, it's a little different for them. Like, they can't just pick up and leave. Unless they're, like, on top of the mountain or something. I don't know. Also, am I skipping the Satyr packs? Hold on, I don't know where the Satyr packs are. Lagash encampment. I know there's someone there. Oh, it's Atheliana. Okay, well, I know Atheliana. But, oh, Blade, do you think it would be cool if I streamed the PvP event? I was just thinking about that on Sunday. Blackwing Guard's actually doing an event, believe it or not. We're doing like a little PvP bash. I think we're all gonna queue up together. All right. Well, I like demonic runes. Is this the encampment? Oh no, it's right here. Atheliana, come on. Wait, are you flagged? You're not flagged. Oh, man. All right. I think there's another camp. The plan is a guild 10v10 pre-made battleground. I thought we couldn't do pre-mades. Or do we just all queue up at the same time? I think there's another Satyr camp, right? I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah, it's this one right here. Oh no. Oh no, Blade's here. And so is Serranels. Oh, they're all dead. You said this would be... You guys said this would be easier than the other spot. I at least got a, more than one kill. Okay, hold on. Let's do DB Fell Cloth. Items. Fell cloth. Oh, it's actually... Oh, it's sold by that one guy, I remember. So... Alright, what do we got here? Oh, why didn't that... Looted from. Okay, so what do we got here? Oh, I should have used this before. So there's... Oh, there's the 3 camps. What about Hyjal? Oh, now Hyjal's gonna have satyrs that no one's touching. And what are rates? So these are 3%. No, not that one. These are also close to 4%, but pretty much 3%. But the ones in Hyjal? 5%? Well, there's some with 5%. Oh, no, that's a Dreadlord commander. I could kill them, but a little tough. But yeah, all of these satyrs, I could absolutely do. Oh, there are ones in Winterspring too? Oh, yeah, there are, because they're, well, not really, but I could solo those with Vrograg, the non-caster ones. Okay. Maybe I go to Hyjal. How do I go to Hyjal? From here. Well, good thing I'm a shaman. Well, Zelor, you're right about that. However, what I will counter you with is, I'm not getting any kills because they're being camped. Wait a minute. Oh, I have one other idea. Can I see who drops this? I think I could check here. Hold on, I'm gonna check the database. I can at least maybe see the rates. It might not be accurate, but... Just Fellcloth. Fellcloth? Oh, wait, well, highest percentage. Oh, Lord Kazakh has a 35% chance. You know what? We're calling an audible. We're calling a big audible. How would I get in? According to this, there's a 7% drop chance on 7 and 6 on the ones in Dire Maul. So maybe I go check out Dire Maul. Now they're elite, so how do I kill them? That's a very good question. I mean, if I could solo trash farm Skullomance, there's no reason I can't walk into Dire Maul East, right? Some of the things might be tough, like the Lashers that are immune to nature damage. I'll figure it out. It's time for a real adventure. I should probably change specs now. Yeah. You guys ready to see the dumbest spec ever? Prepare to be amazed. All right, we're gonna go elemental tank spec. Don't think about it too hard. Don't. You'll actually hurt yourself. Okay, old reliable. All right, then I do this, and then I go here, and then I have a gear set just for this. Tier 3 elemental. Yeah. While we're flying, I'll tell you how it works. Not great, but it does work. So, the only enhancement active ability I have is Lightning Strike. And so here's how it works. In enhancement, I have stable the stable shields and lightning strike, right? I get all of the damage mitigation abilities. So I'm going to be using Rock Biter. I'm going to get more damage reduction from my Stone Skin Totem. I get lots of armor from my shield, which does happen to be the Shield of Condemnation. So my armor's looking pretty good. I also have this. It gives me more armor. And right. So then what I do, I go deep enough into Elemental. What I'm really looking at getting is Eye of the Storm. So I'm gonna get crit, especially when I'm fighting multiple mobs. And even if I'm not, I'll just start casting a heal in their face. Then I have 9 charges on my water shield, which means they're charging up my mana. Is it quick? No. Do I die? No. Can I solo stuff? Yes. The reason I use all the tier 3, well, first off, I just grabbed it after the patch dropped, sight unseen. That was dumb on me. I should have thought about that before I did that, because I don't even like half of it. The set bonuses are kind of underwhelming. So whatever. But it has a ton of armor and a ton of stamina. And I don't have an enhancement set, so we pick this set. Why not go spell power enhancement? You would still do more damage in full spell power gear as enhancement? No. Right, because I'm elemental. Blade gets it. Even if he doesn't get it, he gets it. Also, I mean, I do have a decent weapon. I have Hatchet of Sundered Bone. That's pretty good, I think. I haven't been collecting many weapons. And so for me to go full spell power into enhancement, my mitigation goes down drastically. And I need that mitigation to help me survive when I need to get a heal off. The Searing Totem set bonus looks fun. There's a Searing Totem set bonus? Oh, it's okay, Lizzie Babs. So here's the thing. You know how Warlocks get a talent that gives your pet hit and hit? Searing Totems are pets technically, but I don't have anything to give them hit. So it's essentially like a level 60 with no hit is casting on a thing. And that also includes resistance. So if you look at my logs for what damage I'm doing with my Searing Totem, not much of it gets through. I still crit for decent damage. I still use fire consumable buffs just to help a little bit, but it's not as great as you think. The set bonus is nice, but you have to get 6. And if you get 6 deep into tier 3, you're not going to be getting, you're likely not going to be getting 3 set tier 2.5, which you kind of have to still, unless you have offset pieces that are a lot stronger, like Tunnel Fiend Carapace. But you want the, I think I might even have in my bag so I can show it, but is it in here? Yeah, all right, so the 3 set, your Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, and Shock spells have a 20% chance to grant up to 50 nature damage to spells for 8 seconds. This procs so much that it's essentially up 50% of the time. I did the math on it. So you essentially have 25 additional nature damage while wearing this. And also 3 of them are really well set together. And they, because of that, they outperform tier 3. Tier 3 is really good if you don't have many other offset pieces. Like I have the Caster Cthulhu belt. I have, the Darkstorm gauntlets, for instance. So I have many of the offset pieces you'd need to make the 2.5 work. But if you're like a resto and you just kind of like, oh, well, I can grab tier 3 to, now that I'm already done my resto set, maybe I can grab an elemental. It's a little bit easier. I see that as a potential use. Also, it's really good in PvP because of the armor value. Those bags. Yeah. Oh, do you want me to organize it for you, Route Kangren? Hold on. I'll fix it. Better? It's all organized now. Now you don't have to look at it. Okay, so... I think that's all I need, yeah. Tell them what you did with your totem last night. So, this talent right here, Flame Guidance, it gives your Searing Totem 10 additional yards of range. However, if you're someone like me who's played Shaman for a while, you mentally get very used to what that range is so that your Searing Totem doesn't pull stuff. Last night in Nax, I think we were doing those, you know, like the Abomination guys that drop the lightning totem. I was setting up before the fight, and I was just a little bit too close, and my Searing Totem totally pulled. Whoops. On Spider Trash? Did it pull Spider Trash? I don't remember that. Oh, it did. Yeah, actually, we pulled another pack early because, yeah, it happened twice. Never drop Searing Totem before combat starts. Okay, but hear me out. I just want to drop the totems and forget them, then drink with the 2 seconds that my raid team's speed leaves me. My damage hasn't been great lately because I haven't been able to get into a caster group. I have to actually drop my other totems. Is that what is happening? What is happening? What do you mean? Hold on. Narian. Oh, hello, Narian. I think I've seen you in the YouTube chat, but I think. Today I learned that with the tier 1 3-piece talents and Tremor Totem has a 50-yard range. That's pretty good. Yes, they do stack. In fact, some people, especially when you're progressing a fight like Hagen, where everyone gets hit by a disease, there are actually, especially for like enhancement, you don't really have good gear for range damage. You can put on that amount of tier 1 set bonus to get the additional range. That way your disease cleansing totem gets everyone really quick. That's one thing you can do. I don't have a macro for dropping totems, Haxer. I should, but I don't. I have them keybound to my numpad, so I don't lose much time on it. But yeah. Recruit more shamans. Blade, a month ago you were complaining about too many. What are you talking about? I can't control them from when they don't want to play anymore. We were dying to that one spider pack and couldn't figure out what this was. If you, that's yeah. Yep, it totally can happen. Okay. All right. What else do I need to do? I need to put on Rock Biter, and then I need to keybind up Stone Skin. This for my air totem, and that I'll actually drop a water totem. Normally I have to do the disease cleansing one or whatever, but okay. Oh, can I even kill those guys? I think I can with a fire totem, right? Ooh, interface option. You've been doing this lately. That's not cool. Auto self calf. Why would I? Not cool. I mean, I might as well get these guys because I'm here, but I don't know how it's going to work. I'm pretty sure they're immune to nature, right? Am I crazy for thinking that? Let's see. Oh, that's not even the right spell. You can see right there, I can track my focus casting. That's kind of what you want to do. I have the talent that lets me get threat from my totems. So even though they'll kill my first couple magma totems, eventually they will relent, and they'll stop just attacking my fire totems. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Definitely not as quick as a mage, but, you know, we got there. Considering I'm pretty sure they're immune to nature. Still haven't tested that, but I'm not here for the herbs. I can have Shibiji do this way quicker any day of the week. I need to get over there carefully. Do you want Sank? Then you don't need to use Stone Skin. They are immune to nature indeed. Want to see how fast? No, I don't want to see how fast paladins can do it. I already know. So the Stone Skin totem gives me additional damage reduction. It's not about spell pushback. And I use the water shield because it just keeps my mana up. I don't really care about spell pushback. Spell pushback's just going to happen. It is what it is. Okay, and they're almost ready to kill it. And see, I get all that threat from the, well, I get a portion of the threat from the totem. Now, these guys are just tickling me, really, so if Shibiji stood there that long, she would be dead many times over. Get a little mana back, and we're good. All right. She's not an herbalist, but I'm pretty sure... I'm used to going that way when I do my Lasher runs. I think I can just run across here, though. Yeah, it worked. Okay, great. I gotta be careful. Now, I know there's groups of guys over there, but I don't know if I can kill them or not. I probably could with Obamsuan. Can you do more than one? I don't know. I don't do Lasher packs on Obamsuan. On Obamsuan, on Shibiji I do, but she's too slow at them, so I wouldn't bother. I'm here to get Fellcloth. Okay. Could I live the 4 tricksters? I know I can live this guy. This guy's a mook. I'll absolutely obliterate this guy. This guy's a joke. Yeah, get over here. You're doing a little damage to me. That's just one guy. I don't know if I could. Maybe I could. Don't they do gouges too? I think some of them do gouges. Ooh, a marksman band. That's probably valuable. Holy crap. Is this new? Well, yeah, Haxor. I don't have everything keybound. I just do it on the stuff that I need to do and rarely. Ranged weapon skill is not that important. Oh yeah, I guess that is all weapon skill. Ranged weapon skill. It's true. It's true. Okay, so let's see here. I don't. You know what? If it goes south, I can onk, right? I would like to see if maybe I could do this. What is it? 4 of them? Who would I kill first? Trickster, Rogue, and Rogue. Probably the Rogues. They're gonna have poisons, so that'll be this. And then I guess I'll just pull the chain lightning. Oh, that sounded like a silence. That's very bad. Oh, and they're stunning me? Okay, well that's... Yeah, this ain't gonna end well. Look at those curses, that sucks. Alright, I guess that answers that. What did they put on me? Alright, Sinister Strike. They started with some stuff that like locked me out for a little bit. It bleeds one thing. Curse of Weakness. Yeah, just reincarnate now. It doesn't show what that poison effect was. I think... Oh, you know what? I think they did a Curse of Tongues thing. For some reason, my spellcasting wasn't working the way it should. This is called Eavesdrop Spigot. It's pretty useful if you just kind of like want a simple look at what's happened to you. Oh, yeah, okay. I can't deal with stuff that is paralyzing poison. Even if I have a... what do you call it? A totem that helps me with poison. It didn't seem to get rid of it, and if it did, it didn't do it quickly enough. I lost all those world buffs, which is a shame. That's okay. Oh, I guess, sorry, I just saw an Arian was asking the same question. Yeah, it's, yeah, just called Eavesdrop. It should be available on the Turtle Wiki repository of add-ons. It's pretty good. That's why world buffs are banned. Yeah. Yeah, but I can't deal with those guys in a group. I could maybe do the one that has a bunch of imps. Maybe? As I don't think they do paralysis poison. I could probably kill Hydraspawn, though. Yeah, why couldn't I? Hydraspawn's a joke, right? Hold on. How much health you have? 2,300? I think it's doable, but doesn't he hurt your... He hurts your stamina, I think. I could put down the fire resist. I think all his abilities are frost abilities. I wish I could pull one by one, but I don't have that option. So let's see. I would put down this one. I kind of... Well, I don't really need the fire totem for damage. Yeah, I think I'd be okay with this. Do I have a better... Not really. No, we're good with this. Okay. I mean, I can get them. It ain't gonna be pretty, but I can get them. Oh, I can interrupt them too. Did you get rid of my fire totem? You jerk. Oh, I need my water shield back. I missed that one too. Oh, focus casting. Yay, I get a heal. Now, one of these days I'll actually time that right with his thing. I keep resisting his ability, which is nice. All right, he's gonna cast a spell. He's got to. Come on, do it. Do it. Okay. Again, not pretty. Wait a second. How? Oh, I can't. How? Oh no, I can get into the upper. Wait. I thought I could get into the upper area. Oh, I think this isn't the right part of the upper area. How much health do these guys have? 3,000, huh? This guy's a joke too. I could totally kill these guys. They're not critting me. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Oh, right. I don't want that one. I want this one. Wait, he runs away? That's new. Oh, you little so-and-so. Get back over here. I'll kill you myself. Okay. Alright, it wasn't pretty, but I got it done. Oh, I should probably get in the range of my actual totems. I thought the imps would be pushovers. They're not. Stone skin, and you will go back down. My magma totem I should have had out. Oh, I got mixed up on my head because they were doing fire, so I'm like, oh, I need fire resistance. So then I put down my frost resistance, and then I forgot about it. If you want to know. That's literally what happened to my brain. Magma would have made that a lot quicker. Yes, Haxer, but I would have died because I have way more mitigation in this. Look, I don't know if you know this, but I know you do know this. Rock Biter reduces the damage I take by 10%. That's a lot when you have a bunch of things hitting you. I guess I could use Rock Biter while doing everything else, but it also helps my stone skin. See, the thing is alright, this doorway, I think the doorway I want to hit is that doorway. Which doorway do I want to go into? This one brings me to the boss who would totally kill me, I think. I know there's a Pat in here. Huh. Only 2 guys. Oh, no, 3 guys. Okay, there it is. I didn't say it was good. It's just what I've been doing. Remember, I made this spec to do, Oh, wait, I need to put down my totems again. I do this to do, strat trash farms by myself. So I do have to go heavier on mitigation there. I've never used Storm Strike. Is it good? I think with this build, it's either I either get Flame Guidance or I get Storm Strike. It's one or the other. I also have to put some points into here so I can actually get my heal off while I have focus casting. I could take a point out of there and maybe do the other one. Okay, I'm not dealing with you guys. Okay, so yeah, this isn't the spot. It is the other side then, I guess. Yeah, it must be. Because I want to go up to that level where there's like a bunch of like solo satyrs. I will say my my Fellcloth farm has not worked out pretty well. I will say that much. Right. So this map isn't helpful, Haxer. I mean, it's a little bit like here's this area, right? But so I believe, yeah, this is actually not helpful. Change zone map top right. How would I change it? That's Dire Maul or Dire Maul. Zooming out brings me here. This is just Gordok Commons. I can't change which one I look at. Maybe if I look specifically at... oh, wait, sorry. Wrong continent. If I click on Dire Maul, nothing happens. So I can't really pick which area I look at on the map. I can like a little bit by influencing it, but I love when developers see stuff that they thought was in and they're like, oh damn, that didn't make it in. It's like, yeah, sometimes it be like that. Do that one and then okay. Oh, I don't want to pull those guys. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Lovely. No, stop doing whatever you're doing. These guys have loot on too. I got a demonic rune off them. Well, at least my demonic rune situations look a little better. All the weird remnants of old design are really interesting when they don't get in the way of gameplay, like in the respawn metric set for... Yeah, exactly. Okay. Alright, now I can sneak by. Oh, I should probably heal up and drink some. So I think my goal here is when I pop out, there's going to be like a bunch of wandering satyrs. Those are the ones that I think I can take out. I've gone a long way to get 0 fell cloth so far. Yeah, baby. Yeah, sometimes it just be like that. Ghost mushroom. Haxer, have you looked at any of those icons yet? You know the ones. All right, still 0 for like 10, maybe 12 on the old fell cloth. But now is when it gets interesting. See, now I know there's little wanderers. Yes, yes, yes. Where are you? See, look, there's a wanderer. Those 4 packs are not the guys I can fight, but I gotta be careful of my Syrian totem out here too. See, I feel like that could be a group maybe I could mess with as well. But the hard part is a lot of these. See, like this guy, he's a stealth. He thinks he's clever. Yeah. Come on here. Come on here. Oh, I'll drop that. And I have to remember right after combat to immediately pull my totems, because otherwise that Syrian totem might shoot something that I don't want it to shoot. Very annoying. Yay, a fell cloth! What? Hey. Oh, get over here. Okay, that time my Syrian totem was trying to warn me. Speaking of Unreal and verticality, maybe removing the Z-axis damage from the game would be a good move, because let's be real, it's not a feature, it's a Blizzard vanilla bug. Z-axis damage? Do you mean like when you jump off a building? That's Z-axis damage. There's a lot. I loved looking over the... Because, like, I really feel bad for Cenarius when he was like, yeah, we did this thing and this thing. We got a whole certification going for no reason. I'm like, oh, that's rough, dude. All right, let's get one of these going. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I thought there would be more packs I could kill, but maybe not. Huh. All right. Well, it's kind of a wash. No, when you're in a tower walking stairs, for example, you can get hit by mobs on the bottom floor. Oh, Z-axis has always been a little touched. Perhaps is a good way of saying it. On in all versions of old WoW, right? Like, I think they clarified some of that in TBC, but it was still like in the old world, if I recall correctly. I could be wrong about that too, but okay. For real, I don't think there's many. There weren't as many satyrs I could take down as I thought there were in here. It's kind of a bummer. Hopefully they have something like that for. Wait a minute. Zalor. That's what I'm gonna say. Zalor. I could ask Cenarius to see if that's something they're gonna be doing for Unreal Azeroth. They're doing it is because that is a huge rewrite. Is there any more? I can't fight those guys. I could maybe fight that guy. I mean, the thing is that these guys are really annoying, but there's a 2-pack there. There's probably a stealth guy. Yeah. It's not really dependent on the place. It's a core thing. Yeah. I think that's true. Where else can I get fell cloth? I didn't try Hyjal. Oh no, my heart's on cooldown. Whatever will I do? Oh no, what will I do? Yep. I'm trying them all. We're taking a look. The thing is there's so many different packs of satyrs that I don't think all of them are going to be camped. They're a little tougher, sure. I could also go back to a regular elemental spec, which would be a lot more comfy for me. Other than this stupid, cursed elemental tanking spec. Oh, wait, where is it? Is that mine? Yeah, that one is mine. It wasn't letting me click it for a second there. Back to old reliable. And then I still have old reliable crit. And we're good. Unfortunately, Hyjal is a bit of a trek. Arambod, I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't think they drop Fellcloth there. I could be wrong. I will be the first to admit that. I think I could be wrong about that. But am I? DB Fellcloth. Alright, we'll look. Oh wait, no. I can look here. Because I think Crescent Grove stuff would be here. In the database. It is not. The northern sections of the ruins of Telenas are a good spot to farm satyrs for Fellcloth and Dream Shards. Oh, of course. Yeah, Dream Shards are always nice too, right? That was from Atheliana. Hi, Atheliana. Ruins of Telenas. I like how it thinks I've never been here. I've totally been here. Ruins of Telenas. This area is like the one, but there's usually a raid group doing. Maybe it's these guys? Oh no, right here. Oh, the northern section. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Okay, we could try that. Yeah, Arambod. It looks like they don't drop there. Crescent Grove's great, though. next to Zul'Hatha. Yeah, but I'm never going to Zul'Hatha. I have brought this up with the team before. This zone, really cool zone. There's like no reason to do it except for like a quest or two that don't even have like any real rewards. And the trolls there absolutely slap for no reason. I remember like Vrograg as like a fully geared tier 3 with Thunder Fury. Just going like, yeah, they can only hit me a couple times and I'm dead. What? I like there being challenging enemies. It just, why would anyone go there? I don't even know if there's anything there worth farming. You know, generally, not always, but generally, like, difficulty's usually an indication of some kind of a reward. What's wrong with just some random buff trolls off to... There's nothing wrong. That is not what I was saying. I was saying from design point of view, I'm like, I feel like this is unfinished. I feel like because so much more could be done there. I want to learn more about the Zul'Hatha like area, which tribe is there, why they're there, what they believe, what Loa they hold sacred, that kind of thing. Why do they kill everyone? How long have they been here? Like that kind of stuff, you know? Instead I get these beefy trolls that just kill you for no reason. And when I say no reason, it's because you have no reason to be there. They do worship the right Loa. Man, there are a lot of Loa. I've done some RP events with the Gurubashi Empire. There's so much I don't know about Loa. And then there's some like homebrew Loa that they put in there that I don't know and I think are real, and I'm looking for them online. I'm like, what is this guy? This guy doesn't exist. What's going on? I feel like as a Horde player, it is my right to find out why they're so strong, so that I can point to the Dark Spear and be like, hey, see them? Do that. Do what they're doing. Maybe that way you wouldn't lose your homeland to a bunch of Murlocs. Although, to be fair, in Warcraft 3, Murlocs were, like, scary. They weren't, like, comic relief enemies. If you look at, like, the old pictures of Murlocs from Warcraft 3, they were, like, kind of terrifying. I could understand the Darkspears leaving their land because the Murlocs took over. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. But now, like, Murlocs are, like, cute and funny. It's not the same thing. Pretty much, yeah, and the Naga were also pretty scary too. They kept some of the scariness in this. I just feel like, I mean, a lot of things for Warcraft, World of Warcraft, got kind of some of their edginess a little filed down. Like, Night Elves aren't nearly as xenophobic and feral seeming as they were in Warcraft. Orcs, it makes sense because they lost the Blood Fury stuff from the drinking Manoroth's blood or whatever. So, okay, fair enough. But old artwork for like trolls has them like absolutely spooky, you know? We lost some of that. Yeah, although if you look at the beta female trolls, you're like, you know, maybe we're good without. Ugly's okay too. Like, ugly is all right, but disturbing isn't, I guess. If you're gonna be playing a class, like a character, I get the desire to sand down some of those edges, but for like the enemy NPCs, like, yeah. Go ahead, make them terrifying. Like, it's all right. This is also in a game where they literally had something called the Hall of Upside Down Sinners. And if you don't know what that is or haven't seen it yet, they also had, like, ovens with bodies in them. And that was, like, in vanilla. They didn't finish that part and I think they didn't because they were worried about the ratings. I'm like, really? You think? But yeah. The vanilla old gods for sure had that. Yeah. Yep. But like, whatever their original conception was for Karazhan, it was terrifying. Yep. Yeah. Prison area for BRD. Oh, that, by the way, that place could be way more hardcore if you know what I mean. Like the thing is that it's fine to have like a world where there's like nuance and politics. So like the Dark Iron Dwarves, right? Maybe they made a bad choice and they're living with the consequences of that by teaming up with Ragnaros in their fight with the other dwarf clans. I get that. But like the prison could have been a great spot to put like a really twisted evil dwarf and just show how deranged some of them are because of the corruption. They don't all have to be like that. And the Scarlet Monastery is a good example of like showing how messed up they can be. They have like that guy, the Scarlet Torturer, right? He's pretty spooky. Oh, hi, Cap Review. Thanks for the follow. It will be. I had it earlier in the VOD. After I'm done streaming today, I'll be putting out a video. It wasn't very long. It was like 6 notes. Nothing. I think it was like maybe 7 notes. Nothing too crazy. It was mostly dealing with some sound issues, Microsoft certifications. And I actually have it up here still. Difficulties with items and pets for cooldowns was most of it. The updates are going to be slowly trickling in, but that's because I worked out like a weekly changelog thing with Cidarius, so it's a nice middle ground. I wouldn't want to take more time away from his development efforts. I would assume, Derek, although I am at a loss for how they're going to be rolling out the barbershop, because at least for Horde, we have a barbershop right now in Undercity, but the notes made it sound like we're getting a barbershop in Ogremar. So that means there's a barbershop in Undercity who doesn't do hair but just does nails? Maybe? So I think we're getting them. I just don't know where they're going to be for Horde side. For Alliance side, it should all be Stormwind. It should be in the Trade District. It should be in the barbershop. No Spigot. That's not actually rumor. That was very much true. They were trying to make that a 40-man at some point, but I think they scrapped the idea because what they were working with wasn't really working out. If I had Vrograg right now, I could show you I still have the attunement key for it. True story. And even back then, they were hinting about an arcane resistance fight, so, you know. Wait, I gotta make sure. Oh, wait, these, I think, yeah, I think these guys can drop. I'm almost 100% sure that these guys can drop Fellcloth. No. Way to kill my grinding totem, idiot. Nothing. I could probably kill the Enduring Doom Guards. It wouldn't be pretty, but I could do it. A lot of kiting. These guys don't have Fellcloth, but the Temptresses do, so I'm going to kill her too. Yep, didn't even get a chance. Lord Zanvarak I definitely can't solo though. I don't. You know what? Maybe I should try one of the elite. 18 versus 14. I could maybe try one of the enduring doom guards. I think they do a fear. I could remember. I could drop a tremor just to be sure. Hold on. Let me chill. Let me get all my lasers ready. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I'll drop that. Well, this ain't pretty. Oh, I have to do that. I have to do that one. Right. Dang it. I could have got it, but I forgot that I have to keep hitting him with Frost Shock. How far away am I? Damn it. They might revisit it, but the sort of what I understood from like the talk around the water, but granted, this is like 2022, I think, when I first heard it, but part of the problem was that the area they had zoned off for a raid was still like the dungeon instance, which is way too small for a raid. They might revisit it, but I don't think their old plans are one they're going to revisit. Oh, Zalor, that's a good idea. Yeah, I probably could have just bursted him down. He has a stun, which is particularly nasty, though. I have to avoid that. Maybe I could have done it with a Stoneclaw Totem, which would have taunted him and distracted him for a little bit. I know I might have sick gear, but I didn't really, like... I've done more raiding and healing than I have done, like, stuff in the overworld with Obamsawin, so I'm not ever really quite sure what I can and can't do or what I can get away with half the time. You're probably right. I could probably just burst the guy down. I mean, 17,000? I would need to find a way. I mean, I could use Elemental Devastation, no, Elemental Mastery to guarantee a crit, which would make a big difference. Mofiva, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I mean, with this gear, I have like 2.5 head, shoulder, and boots. Oh, that's right. I actually have the 4 set, the 5 set rather, so I can get the extra chain lightning bounce. Probably not as useful here if I'm doing solo mob stuff. I might actually want to go back to my normal set, just swap a couple things around. Also, I don't know who Jarkus was, but they waved at me. Hi, Jarkus. When I was dying. Jarkus, if I find out you're a healer. What the real sad thing here is I have Totemic Slam. Utterly useless for me. If it like stunned them or something, maybe it would be useful for me, but it's not. I could try again. I agree with that complaint. It is a complaint of mine as well. I would like more places to resurrect. We don't have many. Now let me... Okay. Oh, this works on demons too, so I should have this, right? What don't I need? Stuff that gives me hit. Unfortunately, I have stuff that just gives me hit and I can't avoid it. Do I have... Nope, nothing there. That's fine, that's fine. This doesn't even give me hit. I think I have... Yeah, Darkstorm Gauntlets. Those would be good. Icelock Waste Cord. That's most of my off-spec gear, I think. Legacy Elemental Fury. Pauldrons of Elemental Fury. Yeah. That should be about as good as I can get. I'm always willing to do it. Also, I could have used a potion and I didn't. Or maybe I did and I forgot. I would love to know why this has a timer on it. I don't know why it does. Okay, so he doesn't cast spells. Trying to think what else I could use here. I could just do Stoneclaw. Or the slow... the slowing totems probably makes more sense, if I'm being honest. Maybe put a fire totem a little further back. I don't want to pull them. Not early. Yeah, I'm just goofing around, Blade. Wait, someone had a really good idea. What was that? Fire resist totem. Good idea, because he does do fireballs. And a grounding totem to eat it up. Now we're thinking. Now we're thinking. It's still not working out. I couldn't burst him down quickly enough. Grounding totem saved me. Oh, my hero. Borolam. All that for one dream shard. Not worth it. Gotta get a prot Palion retainer. I mean, you should have pre-Earthbind, like before pulling it. Earthbind. I did have the Earthbind down early. It was there. He just walked through it. Oh, you mean like drop it closer to him and then run back? Because I was pretty close to my range limit. I could have moved back further. You're probably right. Well, listen, after all this, remember the eye on the prize is still the Fellcloth. I still haven't fought anything that gives me the stinking Fellcloth yet. I killed a couple of succubi. That's different. By the way, jumping off here with slow fall is really fun. I have to be nice to Vrograg because I have to convince her to give me some of her mooncloth. I know she has some. I know Blade's going to try to force his fight. But the thing is that, like, I haven't been feeding Blade Fellcloth for, like, years. I have been feeding Felcloth to Murrock for years, though. I think it's time to call due.
I can use more Felcloth.
That's not what I'm asking for.
Are you asking for chili cheese, chili mac and cheese?
No.
That's what you're gonna get.
Okay. No, I need mooncloth. I know you do. Blade's trying to give me his first. I'm just trying to get some Felcloth to, like, you know, like say, hey, listen. Here's some Felcloth. Give me your mooncloth. Can you get the chili mac and cheese? I had to prestige 15 years of marriage with her to get the chili mac and cheese. So, if you're willing to put in the effort to be married to someone you're happy with for 15 years, you could probably get it. You know, it's a long trip, but it might be worth it. There, now we're talking. Gave me also, we did get a Felcloth off that last guy. Is this the area? Yeah, this is the area. Everything's camped. What? I mean, it's not too bad here, but this guy's gonna run in. Okay. Scroll protection, easy. Hey, where is it? What are you doing, dude? You okay? No, he's not okay. Didn't I just kill this guy? I need like a group of 2 of them so I can get a fat chain lightning off. Okay, I will say I think the farming rates here are pretty good. Yes, I have a very optimal farming route. So optimal you wouldn't believe. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, wait, no, he backed up. Ooh, wait a minute, there's two. Oh no, mana burn, that's the worst thing in the world. Who does mana burn? Fun fact, if you put down mana burn, your grounding totem will absorb it and not die. Because it doesn't do damage to it, because the, let's tranquil air. Grounding totem doesn't have a mana bar, but it's an offensive targeted spell. You can only benefit from grounding totem like every so often, so it's not like completely busted, but it's something to keep in mind if you're ever in that situation. I remember I asked the team about it because I'm like, is this correct? I thought it should make the grounding totem go away. And then I think someone on the team's like, the grounding totem did what it said. Mana burn did what it said. There's nothing incorrect here. Because the grounding totem only goes away if you do damage to it. Or I dismiss it. I think it even says here, every 10 seconds, yeah. Stop trying to nerf myself? Okay. Okay. They're going to do a fire ability. I know that. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. All that non-existent Felcloth. I love it. See, look, he's going to do... Well, he's not going to live long enough, but... See, look, the mana burn didn't hit me. Oh, is this guy's special? Why is he special? No, you know, I'm not going to bother with him. Don't listen to me. I am a goober. I never said I was anything but. And I'll give people a false sense of hope. I really do appreciate the fact that right after class changes 2, every shaman was mega dooming about not having burst. And now it's back to like, everyone hates shamans because they have burst again. It's like nothing ever changes. Goobasaur. Yep. What? He didn't even drop anything. Come on. It's outrageous. Oh, look at all. Die, please, K, thanks. Very, very funny, edgy name. Love to see it. You know what? You're just going to get a staff whack. There it is. I didn't want to waste mana on you. Yep, no, I agree, Haxer. Hold on, wait. This one's going to cost nothing. Oh, 2 mana burns. I'm not afraid. I'll do it this way if I have to. Yeah, staff you down with the Staff of Dominant. Well, no, it's the KT staff. KT staff does actually... It's not a great weapon to do in melee, but it's not bad either. Like, look at that. Slap Wind Fury on that. Oh, you know, I should actually, because if I'm soloing, I really should have something on, right? There's no reason not to. Where's my Wind Fury weapon? This shows you how much I do enhancement. There it is. Wait, did that work? That sounded like a totem drop. Where is... I thought there was a Wind Fury imbue, right? Am I crazy? Oh, I'm staring at it, by the way. I'm actively staring at it. Yeah, now I can't be stopped. Except for when I need mana. That will always stop me. Alright, I'm going to kill a couple more satyrs, and then I'm probably going to sign off. Got to pay attention to Vrograg, say hello to her. After this, I'll be editing down the VOD to make an accessible video for everyone to watch. Shouldn't take too long, so it should be up later tonight. Well, wait, does KT hit things in melee with his staff? I actually don't know. He has a staff, right? Or does he attack with bony fingers? I actually don't remember. Oh, I just realized that's a flagged paladin. I could die. Hello, Jose. Hope you're doing well. So then I don't really have KT's staff, because he doesn't use a staff. That's sad. Oh. Who's this? Wutan. I could probably kill some of these people if I was good in PvP. But as you guys can see, I'm really not that good at anything. The only thing I'm good at is persistence. I can keep doing a thing. Until I get good at it. It's never happened to me with WoW, but maybe one day. Oh, okay. Tagging both. You look kind of like Blade, but you're not. Sorry, Blade. I know not all trolls look the same, but... I say that as someone with a troll. Oh, there's one right up there. Doesn't have the grip strength these days. Racist cow. I mean... What happens on Thunderbluff stays on Thunderbluff, that's all I'm saying. Come on, one of you has to have it for me. Come on. One more cloth. All right, fine, no. Maybe I'll be farming here later. We'll see. All right. Well, everyone who came to hang out to watch the recording, chat about the new changelog, thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. I'll probably be doing another one of these next week. Keep an eye out for any announcements about Kara 40. I don't know when they're going to announce stuff, but they did say weeks, so it could be soon. Until I stream again, or whenever you see me, take care of yourself. And, as always, remember, the deadliest weapon is knowledge. Bye, guys.